Hey, how you doing? It's Bob Richards from the Mental Reset Room. Have you ever felt like you're running on a different operating system or wavelength than everyone around you? Some social situations leave you completely drained. Tiny sounds or certain textures overwhelm you. Or you're very gifted in some areas, while some things that are everyday tasks just don't work for you. You're not broken or weird. Your brain might simply be wired in a beautiful, unique way. In this video, we're exploring the 7 hidden signs of undiagnosed autism in adults and offering kind mental resets to help you understand yourself better, protect your energy, and finally feel more at peace in your own mind. If this resonates even a little bit, stay with me until the end for a soothing 60-second reset you can use anytime. Hit like if you're ready for more clarity and self-kindness. Let's begin this gentle journey together. Just remember, these signs aren't a checklist to diagnose yourself. They're just gentle invitations to understand why you might feel different and how to offer yourself more compassion. You got to take care of yourself. All right, let's get through this one by one. One of the most common hidden signs is how social interactions can feel exhausting. Here, even with people you like, you might find yourself overthinking every word, manually trying to read facial expressions, tone, voice, body language that others seem to pick up naturally. This constant mental effort is called masking and uses up a huge amount of your brain's energy. After a conversation or gathering, you might need hours or even days to recover. Many autistic adults describe preferring deep one-on-one talks or solitude because group settings can feel overwhelming or exhausting. You're not antisocial or rude. Your brain is simply processing social cues differently. So here's a little reset for that. Take a slow, deep breath right now. Place your hand on your chest and say softly, "It's okay to take time alone. My energy is precious. I'm allowed to protect it." Feel the kindness in that permission. Okay, if you don't want to say that out loud and you don't want to look weird putting your hand on your chest, what you can do, go ahead and take that deep breath. Put your hand on your chest, and maybe just like rub it a little bit, like maybe you had a little itch or something, and think those thoughts. It's okay to need time alone. It's simple as that. Another sign is a strong preference for predictability and routine. Changes in plans, unexpected events, or lack of structure can feel destabilizing, not because you're rigid, but because routines help your brain feel safe and organized. Without them, executive function, things like planning, prioritizing, and starting tasks, can become much harder. Some autistic adults create very structured days, while others appear chaotic on the outside but rely on internal scripts and pre-planned responses to navigate life. This need for structure is your brain's intelligent way of reducing uncertainty. Certainty brings safety. Here's a little reset for that. Close your eyes for a moment. And visualize one small routine that brings you calm. Think to yourself, structure helps me feel grounded. You deserve to feel grounded and safe in your peace. Okay, up to number 3 now. Sensory sensitivities show up in many forms. It could be sounds that people don't even notice. It could be piercing noises, bright lights, or certain textures can overwhelm your nervous system. It could just be annoying. Or you might seek deep pressure like tight hugs or weighted blankets. What do you think they came up with those things for? Some days you might have unusually high pain tolerances, or your coordination might be a little bit off. Some days you might feel a little bit clumsy because your brain processes sensory input differently. This isn't being too sensitive. It's your nervous system experiencing the world a little more intensely. And here's the reset for that. If you're feeling overstimulated right now, we'll just simulate, yeah. Name 3 things you can see, 2 you can hear, and 1 you can feel. Okay? It's like I'm looking out the window, I can see trees, I see a squirrel, I see some flowers. And what's next? I can hear the breeze blowing. I can hear some birds outside. And things you can feel. I feel in my legs. So what does this do? It takes your brain away from the focus of your brain away from the things that are bothering you and allows you to focus on the things that you see, hear, and feel. It makes a lot of sense. Okay, this is a fun one. Many autistic adults have what's called a spiky skill set. Areas where you're exceptionally talented or quick to learn, especially if you're interested in them, alongside other areas that feel surprisingly difficult or you have a lack of interest in. You might excel at deep focus on topics you love while struggling with things like remembering appointments, cooking consistently, or navigating new environments, remembering people's names. This uneven profile is normal for autistic brains. It's not a flaw. It's just an extra strength applied somewhere would take a little bit away from something else. So celebrate your strengths while being kind to your challenges. Okay, the reset for that, it's a simple thing. It's just a little thought. You can say it out loud if you want. My brain has some tender challenges, but it's got some really awesome strengths. They both belong to you. Like I can multiply anything with a multiple of 5 and square it, like quickly. A 25, 625, 45, 20, 25, 85, 92, 72, 25. What's that for? I don't know. It's a spiky skill set. Occasionally, your environment becomes a little bit too much for autistic adults. They may experience meltdowns. It can be intense emotional release, shutting down where your brain just switches off, or the need to withdraw completely to recover, to get out of that environment, change your situation, change the people or places you're around, or the noise. Okay, these are not tantrums. It's not like somebody just losing their mind over something. It's your nervous system saying you've reached capacity. Okay, you might need to take a power nap or quiet time or just an exit from the overwhelming situation. So the reset for that, if you recognize the pattern, breathe slowly, take your break. It's not going to be okay. I just need to take a little break. It's as simple as that. If you don't want to say it aloud, that's fine. It can help even just to look out the window or go outside, say, I'm going to go for a walk. Or some people escape to the bathroom for a little while just for the quiet and solitude. This is another great one. Your mind might make some unexpected connections, linking ideas in ways that you feel obvious to you, but surprising other people. Take a look at Steve Jobs. Some people say he never invented anything, but I tell you, he's a master idea manager. He took all the pieces of different parts of ideas, put them together, and that's what made Apple. So linking ideas in ways that feel obvious to you, but surprising others, is a superpower. You can fuel incredible creativity, humor, or deep insights, but can also make communication feel a little bit tricky at times when others just aren't on the same wavelength of your mental leaps. This unique way of thinking is one of the gifts of autistic wiring. Here's the reset for that. You've got special abilities with your brain. Celebrate your creativity. Many autistic adults describe a lifelong feeling of being a little bit different. It's okay. We're all different, or some a little more different. Like you're observing life from slightly outside the group. You might have felt this since childhood, even while successfully masking or achieving outwardly. When everyone around you seems to get it effortlessly, that quiet sense of otherness can be exhausting. The beautiful truth is, when you stop trying to fit in and start understanding your wiring, you often find yourself real community. Fitting in doesn't work, okay? It's always best to be yourself. You're more interesting that way. Here's a little mental reset for that. Take a deep breath and say, I'm allowed to be different. My unique perspective is valuable and I deserve space where I can be fully myself. Develop yourself. Nurture yourself. This is a good thing. Recognizing these patterns isn't about labeling yourself. And boy, do we love labels. The whole world loves labels. It's about offering your beautiful mind the understanding, space, and gentleness it has always deserved. You do not have to keep masking or pushing through to exhaustion just to fit in. Okay? Fitting in is boring. Okay? Here's your 60-second mental reset that I mentioned earlier. Find a quiet moment. It could be anywhere. Place one hand gently on your chest or lap. Breathe slowly and deeply. And tell yourself, my mind is wired in its own perfect way. The way I think, act, and feel is what makes me interesting. I deserve rest, understanding, and the space, and I'm going to be myself. That's it. Feel the kindness in those words wash over you. It's okay to be you. It's okay to be interesting. It's okay to be different. Different is what people want to see. If this video brought you insight, relief, or a sense of finally, please smash that like button. It helps others who feel different find this reset too. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the gentle tools for your mind and nervous system. Comment the word reset below if you like my free sensory soothing audio guide sent your way. You've got this. Be gentle with your beautiful mind today. I'll see you on the next reset. Have a great day.